You know, at the end of the day, deep down inside of you, that it's all going to work out. It's going to be fine. Creation is finished. It is done. I'm going to get what I want. All of my desires are going to manifest. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. It's Taaj and I'm back today with some more free tea. So as you guys read by the title, today I want to talk about 10 signs that your desires are about to manifest. Now, before we get started, this is all based on my own personal experience and what I've been experiencing at this point in my journey and where I am right now in my journey. Okay, so this is all based on my own personal experiences and things that I've taken note to, and 10 signs that have shown me that my desires are literally on the way, and they've shown up and they are still continuing to show up. So keep that in mind. Maybe all 10 of them will resonate, maybe some of them will resonate, but whatever you do, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And yeah, let's jump right on into number one. The first sign, and this is also in no particular order, okay? No particular order. So the first thing that I wrote down is that you are literally consciously aware of the fact that you're a different person. When I say different person, meaning like you're aware of the fact that you've reprogrammed your mind, and that your affirmations, your repetitions, your manifestation techniques in general are working because you are aware that you're just a different person. You're responding to things differently. You react to things differently. Certain things don't bother you like they used to bother you. You've just taken note that, like, you know, things may not be perfect, but the way you're responding to it is different, which is creating different things to show up for you in your life, right? And because you are aware that you've changed, you've also noticed and seen tangible evidence in your 3D, whether it's BBL, signs, whatever you want to call it, right? You've noticed things shifting and conforming in your favor, and you know that this is because of you, your approach. You are different. You are literally her or him. You are living from the end. You are thinking from the end, like, period, right? And so the trajectory of your life path has changed for the better for you, and you are completely aware of this. Okay, so you know that you're different, like you're him, you're her. All right, so number two is that you just feel amazing, right? You feel amazing overall. You have a very optimistic outlook on life, on your circumstances, on your situations. And although things may not have been perfect, or things may not still be perfect or exactly how you want it, you are very optimistic, right? The old you wouldn't respond in the way that you're responding or reacting now. So you're more optimistic. You just have a more positive outlook, and you feel really good. You feel high energy. And like I'm saying, this is not all the time, right? I'm not saying your situation is perfect. I'm not saying that you feel perfect all the time, but for the most part, you find yourself and you are aware of the fact that, like, wow, I've been feeling really good, like really good lately, really motivated, really determined, really optimistic. You've just been feeling really good. Y'all know what I'm meaning. When you feel good, you just feel good, right? And you're also feeling like this, like excited but nervous type feeling at the same time. It's like and sometimes maybe your mind can play with you to make you think that, like, some of your thoughts are like, how can I put this? It's almost like, you know, that your desires are about to manifest. You know, you've done what it takes as far as reprogramming your mind and affirming and being repetitive with your affirmations. You know this, right? So there's something, like, on a soul level deep within you that's literally like preparing or expecting your desires to manifest. And so because of this, maybe you've been feeling like this underlying nervousness sometimes, but I think what it is not, I know that it's not nervousness per se. And if so, a good nervous, but it's more like an excited feeling. So you're just feeling amazing, this amazing optimistic and excited feeling about life. As you can see, child, I'm getting tripped up over my words because I'm just really excited. I've been feeling all these things lately. As I said at the beginning, this is all based on my own personal experience, but let me know if it resonates in the comments below. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to number three. Number three, I have the 3D doesn't bother you anymore, right? And if it does bother you, your recovery time is quick. So what do I mean by this? I mean, like, if you do find yourself being triggered, right? Because we're all still human, and sometimes the 3D just be the 3D. But you have also noticed, like, wow, I've really changed. Like, I've really grown. Like, you've started to, like, snap out of your circumstances faster, right? So even if you spiral, even if you have a moment where the 3D triggers you, your recovery time is so super fast. And you're aware of the fact that it's fast. It's faster than it's ever been in your manifestation journey, like literally. And you're aware of this. You're noticing this, like you're having thoughts, like maybe after the fact, right? Maybe after something triggers you or something bothers you in the 3D, maybe after the fact, you're like, wow, like I'm really bouncing back from this. It's like whatever happens, your default now is going back to like, okay, but it's fine. Everything is going to be fine. Everything is working out my favor. All things are working together for my good. Like you're just almost immediately back up on your affirmations, right? So yeah, and that way the 3D doesn't bother you. Like you know that creation is finished, like it is done. So this is that was number 3. So number 4, you're starting to have more fun in your life. There's like been this desire within you to just seek more fun and enjoyment and literally live in the present moment more. And I feel like also there may be an energy too of like, I know for me, there's been an energy of like catering to my inner child. So like when I say having more fun, like recently I went to the skating rink, like, I've been doing picnics outdoors by myself. Like I've been, more drawn to like playing games or something on my phone, just and going out to dinner, just having fun, enjoying life, just being outside. It's like a childlike energy has kind of come over you in this season. You've noticed like, okay, and maybe you notice it, and maybe I've noticed it within my own journey, because there was a time where I wasn't doing these things, right? I wasn't having these desires. I was in a totally different space in my manifestation journey. And so now that I'm in this space, I notice like, wow, I am wanting to I'm desiring more fun. I'm desiring more fun. And I think all of this is because at the end of the day, it goes back to number 1. We're that person. We're him. We're her. Like we've been living from the end. We've been thinking from the end. And like when you really practice being in that state, other things just kind of align with that state, such as like fun and enjoyment and pleasure and things like that. So you find yourself wanting to have more fun and live in the moment. And let me know down below if you guys can resonate. Number 5, you're just full of gratitude for like the smallest little things. Like you find yourself on a daily basis, literally just being so grateful for small things, right? And I'll put small in quotes because what's small and what's big, we decide, right? We decide on a personal level. But and you guys know what I mean, like you've just found yourself super grateful for really small things. Like you just find yourself being like, oh, I'm so grateful for the sun, or I'm so grateful for this breeze. I'm just so grateful that it's just a beautiful day, or just finding yourself being grateful for the little things that we don't always think about. Like I'm grateful that I have breath in my body. You know, I'm grateful that my limbs are working properly. I'm great. Just little things. You just find yourself super in a state of gratitude, right? Regardless. And again, this is not saying that things have been perfect for you and that, you know, life hasn't been lifing for you. It means despite all of that, you are aware and you've noticed too that you've changed. You're a different person. You are a better version of yourself, period. And because of that, you just find yourself more and more grateful every single day. Number 6. Okay, number 6 leads to what I've been saying throughout this whole video, right? Like I feel like a lot of these numbers so far has been really positive, which is really good. But I don't want you guys to mistake it to make it seem like all of these signs are like you are just in this, everything is happy-go-lucky. And for the most part, you are in this space. But for number 6, I wrote down, you've overcome so many challenges recently, but with such grace and with such ease and with such flow and with such appreciation, right? So I'm not saying that this is a time where you haven't experienced any challenges. I know for me personally, there's still been challenges. There's still been, you know, things thrown at me, and I find myself in the moment like, okay, how am I going to respond to this situation? How am I going to react to this situation? Who am I in this moment? Am I the best version of myself? Am I the desired reality version of myself? Or am I going back to the version of myself that I just reprogrammed myself out of? Like, am I going back to the old story? What am I doing? Right? And so in the midst of challenges and situations and the 3D just really throwing things out there at me, right, that's opposing all the things that I'm affirming for, I'm still choosing to take the high road. I'm choosing to continue to persist in my desired reality, right? So in the midst of things happening, I'm continuing to choose to say, you know what? Nope, I'm going to affirm through it anyway. I'm going to persist in my affirmations. I'm going to persist in living in the end. I'm going to persist in the wish fulfilled, like in the midst of it all. Not saying that it's been easy. Not saying that at all. And maybe for some of you it have been. Some of mine have been easier than others to work through. But at the end of the day, I've worked through them. And I'm aware that I've worked through them with such grace and such ease and such appreciation and such flow in a better way that the previous version of me would not have responded or reacted in the same way. And so, yeah, that's just number 6, is that you are aware that even in the midst of adversity and challenges, you've still been able to pick yourself back up and get back on your affirming and thinking from the end and living from the end and all of those things. And for that, you should be very, very proud of yourself, because all of these signs is just confirmation that you're in your desired reality, baby. And nothing can come from this desired reality besides your desires. Hello. Okay. So let's go to number 7. Number 7 is you have completely like fallen back in love with yourself, right? Your character, your appearance, your body, like what you look like. And even though you may still have like body goals for yourself, like you may still have goals in your mind of how you want your body to look, what you how you want to present yourself. You may not be fully there now, but you are aware that you've entered into a new space of like embodiment on a level to where it's like you have such appreciation for who you are and what you bring to the table, and you are just in a space of appreciating like your uniqueness and your own energy and the things that you like, and you've really gotten to a point where you're like tuning out the world and everybody else's expectations of you and what you should look like, what you should do, what your goals should be, what you should aspire to be, all of those things, right? And you've really gone inward and just rediscovered this love that's always been there, but you've just kind of fallen in love with yourself all over again. And again, like I said, you may not be where you want to be, but in the space that you are, you have so much appreciation and love for the person that you are as a unique individual. Like your self-love and your confidence is just on a level in which it's never been on. It's never been on this level. And this is not the peak level, right? But this is just the best version of all the other versions, right? The better version, I'll say that. But you're going to continue to climb and all of these things and self-love and all of these things, right? So it's only going to get better from here. But this space that you're in, you've never been as confident as you are now in your life. And again, I'm going to say this. It's not like you don't still have moments, right? You could still have moments of doubt or moments of this, but overall, you come back to and you bounce back from that quickly, and you're like, you know what? You go back to that self-love and that confidence and that self-worth and all of those things. You just love yourself on a different level. All right. So number 8, you've been moving with a lot more faith lately, like a lot more faith. You've been moving with more intention. You've been literally moving as the version of yourself that already has everything you want, which is why everything you want is literally about to materialize. It's going to be so tangible, like very, very soon after you watch this video, if it hasn't already started happening for you guys. And this just is confirmation, like, yep, I just got a manifestation right before watching this video, or some of you, it's going to start happening after this video. But you've just been moving with so much more faith than you've ever had before. It's kind of like an energy of like kind of YOLO, that YOLO energy, but like not in a bad way, kind of like, like an energy of like knowing, like you just know you're at peace. You just know that things are going to be okay. Everything is going to work out. Like it's that type of faith. Like your faith is now like on steroids, if I can put it like that. It's like you may have moments where you find yourself doubting or find yourself leaning towards stress, but then, like I said, you'll snap yourself out of it, and what will take over is that faith. And so however that may look for you, whether you just snap back into affirming, like, you know what, I know everything is going to work out, I know everything is going to be fine, I know all things are working together for my good, however that may look for you. Or for some people it may look like taking a leap of faith with buying something expensive or something that you've never bought before, just because you're like, I don't have a problem spending money, because I know that what I spend comes back to me multiplied, comes back to me times 10. I know that money flows to me like a river. And so I know that whenever I spend money, I get money back, right? So it's like just an energy of just having so much faith. You're just in a space of just faith. That's just the best way I can put it. Number 9 is you just know that it's gonna all work out. It kind of leans into number 8. You know that you're gonna get what you want. You know the creation is finished. You know that it's done. Like, you just know, and you know, regardless of what your circumstances may look like at this moment, regardless of what your situation may be, regardless of what the 3D may looks like, whether it looks like it is opposing everything that you've been affirming for, regardless of all that, you know at the end of the day, deep down inside of you, that it's all going to work out. It's going to be fine. Creation is finished. It is done. I'm going to get what I want. All of my desires are going to manifest. You desire it because you know that it already exists. It's already yours. That's why you desire it in the first place. So you know, like, there's a deep down knowing that everything is going to work out. You just know it is, regardless of how bad things may look or feel with your physical eyes in the 3D. Regardless of all that, you know deep down it's going to work out. It's going to be fine. You just know it. And number 10 is literally, I just put, you are fully aware of all 9 of everything that we just talked about. You're fully aware. Like, this, what I'm saying to you is not foreign. It's not new information. You've been feeling this on a soul level, and it will resonate with you on a deeper level, right? None of what I'm saying is going to be like a surprise to you. Like, oh, I'm like, I don't know. Like, no, if this is for you, like, literally, you're already aware of all these things. You completely feel where I'm coming from, and you completely know 1000% that it's going to happen for you. And that this video is just not even a sign or not even a BBL, but just more so of confirmation for you that, like, yeah, what you've been feeling, all of these things, what you've been experiencing, how you've been so much more aware, how you've been so much more intentional recently in your journey, just how you feel like this is the best that you've been since you've learned about conscious manifesting. You just know that, like, it's gonna happen, right? And so this video was just confirmation for you. And that's number 10. Like, you're in your desired reality. You are here, period. So this video has been long enough, honey. It's going on 18 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and just stop the video there, because that's literally what I came here to say. These are 10 signs from my experience in this point in my journey where I am right now, that your manifestations are on the way. And I have one major one that's already happened for me, and hopefully I can go ahead and share it in an upcoming video. So you guys just stay tuned for that. And I will see you guys in the next video. Please be sure to like the video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in the next one. Sending nothing but peace, love, and blessings. Happy manifesting.